Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, to the World of Wrestling podcast. Here today to discuss about House of Glory Superclash 2026 review. This House of Glory event was actually a lot of fun to sit through for 3 hours. Very enjoyable content, good matches that took place. Good in-ring psychology in the main event with Charles Mason once again figuring out new ways of not losing his World Heavyweight Championship. Let's just kickstart the review off with the opener. It was a 7-way scramble match. And Angel Jacquez won the match against JJP, Jody Aurora, KB Prime, Papa Don, Raheem Royal, and Tiny Giant. Did not know any of these people, did not care for this match. This match to me was pointless. I think Indy Hartwell and Deonna Purrazzo should have been the opener, or the Cruiserweight title should have been the opener of this show. Unfortunately, it was not. This match kind of sucked for the beginning of the show. I give it 1.5 stars out of 5. This was the only match I would say was absolute dog shit. And I did not like this match at all. I barely even paid attention to it. Thankfully, it was only 6 minutes and 45 seconds. Next match after that was Indy Hartwell against Deonna Purrazzo. This was a great matchup. Oh, not great, but it was a good matchup between these two ladies. I picked Indy Hartwell to win, which she did. Was not surprised by that. Deonna Purrazzo is not a full-timer in House of Glory. But Indy Hartwell did pretty well here. She won. And fairly decent matchup. I give it 3.5 out of 5 stars. I enjoyed this match for what it was. It only went 8 minutes and 50 seconds. Next we had Deron Richardson defeating Joey Silver. This matchup was good. Good action between these two. Deron Richardson, though, ends up retaining his Cruiserweight title. I like Deron Richardson. I think he's a great talent. Good heel character on the show, along with Charles Mason. I think they're both excellent heels on these shows. Very impressed with the work by both of these guys in this matchup. I give it a 4 out of 5 stars, easy, without question. Next, the Acclaim, Anthony Bowens and Max Caster together in this event. Went up against the main event, which is Jay Lyon and Midas Black. I'd say this was a fairly decent, entertaining matchup. There was a story developing among Jay Lyon and Midas Black. Jay Lyon was trying to cheat for his team and trying to walk away with victory since the match was so close. He wanted to get the upper hand in the match. But unfortunately, Midas Black disagreed with the idea and the motive that he was going for to win the matchup. So he retracted the situation and basically knocked Jay Lyon's feet off the ropes to get the leverage pin, and it caused a little bit of an issue between the two of them. And Anthony Bowens and Max Caster end up picking up the W at the end of all of this. This is a good matchup. I give it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. I think the story really helped this matchup a lot more between these two guys on main event. So I thought this match was fairly decent, 3.5 out of 5 stars. Sammy Guevara went up against Amazing Red. Amazing Red took an L once again against Sammy Guevara. This was a very good matchup. I give this a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I think this is a match of the night. And Sammy Guevara and Amazing Red put on a good show. And Sammy Guevara walked away with the W. Great matchup. A lot of respect between the two, even though Sammy Guevara cheated at the end. So did Amazing Red, so it was an even playing field when it came to cheating. So I give them a lot of credit, both of them. They did a fantastic job in this matchup, and it was a lot of fun to watch. Great stuff. Amazing Red, pretty much I think his story is going in. He's becoming over the hill. He's not able to do what he used to do anymore. He's not a successful wrestler. He's good at what he does, but he can't seem to pick up the W's at the end of the day, which I think is a simplistic and straightforward story to tell in a situation where there's very limited amount of time to be able to tell stories when we're just doing event to event instead of weekly televised programming. So, good credit to Amazing Red and what he's trying to tell with his story. And Sammy Guevara walked away with the dub. Again, 4.5 out of 5 stars. Really entertaining matchup. Mina Shirakawa beat Shotzi Blackheart. This was actually surprising. This may lead to a triple threat match. The match that Indy Hartwell was a part of against Deonna Purrazzo was pretty much deciding who could be the number one contender for Shotzi Blackheart's women's championship. And Mina Shirakawa ended up winning this matchup, so she may actually end up being also a contender for the title, thanks to the help of Indy Hartwell, pretty much knocking Shotzi Blackheart off the top rope and then helping Mina Shirakawa get the W, even though this is not how she wanted to win the match. And she was very upset with Indy Hartwell and what she did, and it pissed her off. So I give this a 4 out of 5 stars. There was good story being told, good action by both ladies, and not much to complain about. This show was very fun to watch. I mean, if you have nothing to do and you want to go back and you want to watch this event on Triller TV, and you got the Triller Plus, which is only $7.99, you get a lot of different indie wrestling promotions besides the mainstream promotions. This was definitely a fun event to sit through and watch, and it was good story being told, so it's not too bad. Next, we had the World Heavyweight Championship match as the main event. This is a 4 out of 5 stars as well, especially the in-ring psychology by Charles Mason and the way he sneaked his way into getting the W initially, but was caught red-handed for cheating with, I think it was piano wire that he wrapped around Donovan Dijak's throat to submit him. It tried to make it look like a sleeper hold, but it actually wasn't. He was literally choking him with a piano wire, and he was basically choking him out, which got him the W. But afterwards, when he celebrated, Charles Mason was caught red-handed for cheating, and they reversed the decision and made it a disqualification. Charles Mason ends up retaining, though the championship didn't seem to faze him all that much, and Dijak got screwed out of a championship opportunity thanks to the disqualification that Charles Mason got. Charles Mason is on borrowed time, I think, folks. He has been cheating his way and finding all kinds of loopholes to retain his belt, but he can't seem to win a match clean. But the way he's winning these matches is very creative, different each and every time. It's not like it's rinse and repeat of the same old shit. It's different. And I think it's very creative and intelligent as a heel to be able to come up with new and creative ways to win a match, even though you're not winning clean, and finding ways to getting out of it, even though you're in close calls of with matches with these opponents that you're having event after event. So I got to give him a lot of credit. Dijak was very good in this matchup as well. And I think this was a 4 out of 5 stars. So outside of the opener, the rest of this card was either 3.5 or better, without question. And I thought this was a fun event. It was 3 hours long, and it was worth every second. The opener, I mean, you could skip. It's not that big of a deal. But the rest of the card, definitely well worth it. Definitely well worth to go back and watch and see how the action unfolded. But I think this event was a very fun, entertaining event. And you guys may start seeing a lot of these videos popping up on the channel. I may not do... I'm going to do Raw and Dynamite. SmackDown's a little bit of a hard thing for me to sit through for 3 fucking hours when I already sit through 3 hours of Monday Night Raw. And SmackDown's more of a boredom than Monday Night Raw is. So, I mean, if I'm not reviewing it, please excuse me, but I am also reviewing other events that that can be covered on this channel to fill in on a Friday night as well. That is more worth my time than sitting and watching SmackDown. But I'm going to try to take the time this week to watch SmackDown and see how the event went. I'm not going to actually review it, but I have been watching since last week, and I'm going to continue to watch and see how everything unfolds for the storyline for the WWE Championship. But otherwise, guys, at this time, you know what to do. Hit the like button if you like the video. Hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed to the channel. And leave a comment down below. I'll definitely get back to you on that. Thank you guys very much for watching. And have a great night, guys. Bye.